an item was reinserted on your credit report. Now you don't know what to do. Maybe the SEO brought you to this video. Maybe you're a subscriber. However you got to this video, we're going to help you get that item re-deleted legally. You're doing it the right way, using consumer laws. So yeah, by the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to actually delete that reinserted item on your credit report the right way. Keep in mind, none of what I'm saying is going to be legal advice, but you could potentially get paid for what I'm going to talk about today. So let's get straight into it. So we're going to procedure in case of disputed accuracy. This is 15 USC 1681I. If you saw one of my previous videos, I was talking about 2 consumer laws to help you get pretty much any item deleted. You see we're back at 1681I, but we're going down all the way to 5B. So 15 USC 1681I 5B. That's the section that we're in right now, right? 5B is requirements relating to reinsertion of previously deleted material. That sounds like what we need, right? So let's talk about it. So it basically says any information is deleted from the file. It's not supposed to be reinserted by the file unless the person who furnished information said information is complete and accurate, right? So when we talk about, I talked about it in the previous video, but inaccuracy is obviously something that's not correct. Incompleteness is something that maybe is saying no payment history or no data, stuff like that. That's incomplete. So if the furniture is telling them that, oh, this is complete, and then they're still reporting as incomplete, then you need to sue them people. But let's get to the juicy part about, the reinsertion and deleting it. So I want y'all to focus on 15 USC 1681 I 5B II. Notice to consumer. Y'all see it right here. Notice to consumer. This is what we're going to focus on. This is going to be our ammo for what we're going to do. When we're doing these disputes with the credit bureaus, I know a lot of y'all don't have as much experience. Just to give y'all insight on me, if you don't know, I've been in the industry over 3 years. So, I've seen things here and there. The game is always changing. You have to be war ready. You have to be mentally prepared to go about your situation in terms of like war. So we have to plant that trap for them, right? So if any information that was deleted is reinserted, the consumer reporting agency, if you follow me, you should know what a consumer reporting agency is. That's the credit bureaus. Shall, let's pause there. Shall, or you should know, shall means that it has to be done. It's not like optional or anything. It has to be done. They shall notify the consumer, which is you, right, of the reinsertion in writing not later than 5 business days after the reinsertion. So think about that and apply it to your situation. When you had that reinserted item, when you saw it on your credit report, were you notified no later than 5 business days after the reinsertion? If the answer is no, you've got your violation. You just need to prepare it in a proper manner. Somebody might be like, oh, Michael, what if they did notify me within that 5 business days? Okay, cool, right? You might be like, okay, it's no hope for me. It's hope for you, depending on the claim that you presented. Because if you presented a claim, let's say we're in the same section, 15 USC 1681I. If you presented a claim based off of 15 USC 1681I A1A, where you requested the reinvestigation, but they didn't do a proper reinvestigation and they're continuing to report inaccurate information, there's still hope for you because you can go ahead and sue them based off of the claim that you're creating, right? So it depends on the situation. But from what I've seen, from what's worked for us with our clients, we trapped them in that violation that they didn't receive it. And if they want to say that they notified us, we want to know, like, where's the tracking ID for that? You feel me? And then this is an interesting part in the law too, that some people might not pay attention to, because it says in writing no later than 5 business days after the reinsertion, which is the standard thing that you want to go for. And that's what works for our clients when there's a reinsertion. It says or, right? So we're saying now, if authorized by the consumer, meaning you, for that purpose, by any other means available to the agency. So this is basically saying that, let's say you gave the credit bureaus like permission to contact you in a different way. I haven't tested that out, but I'm just pointing that out now. If anyone's watching right now, you want to test it out, maybe you can notify the credit bureaus that they can notify you via phone call or email, or I don't know if you could do email like that, but maybe a phone call or something, which is something they're probably not going to do. But when you send your letter, you can send a letter and be like, oh, I only want you to notify me via mail. That's the only way you can notify me. The reason why that's good is because it goes back to what I've said about late payments. They're not going to have that tracking ID because they're not going to send you no certified mail, right? So you just got to kind of look at the situation and what's going on. But to keep things simple, I would just go with what I highlighted in yellow, the fact that they didn't notify you within those 5 business days. And then in addition to that, we want to look at 15 USC 1681I, 5B, III, right? So 3 I's. So it says as part of basically what's supposed to happen, they're supposed to give you the following elements. So a statement that the disputed information is being reinserted, the business name and address of the furnisher, etc. Y'all can read it on your own time or pause the video. And then a notice, you got a right to add a statement. All right, let's talk about why does reinsertion even happen? So it could have been a way that you disputed to only get that soft deletion. There's a lot of different methods that people use out here, but consumer laws are going to be the most powerful method you can use. They could have, maybe the creditors did their long investigation, quote unquote, and then they finally said, oh, it's verified. Everything is accurate. So after that 30-day period, basically, as y'all should know under the FCRA, the item, if the investigation has happened, they don't have like their receipts or anything, they're supposed to delete it. So that may have happened, and then maybe after the 30 days, now the creditor is like, oh no, it's verified. Maybe after 45 days, 60 days, oh, verified. Then they reinsert. But that goes back to what I said earlier. They're supposed to notify you within 5 business days of that reinsertion. And the item obviously has to be accurate. If you're disputing it in the first place, if you're disputing the correct way, you're probably disputing because the item is inaccurate or incomplete, right? So you're always going to have that to fall back on if the item is in fact inaccurate or incomplete. So I just make it a point to say this is why you need to use consumer laws only to get deletions. Don't do any BS methods. All that Metro 2 nonsense, all that factual disputing. Factual disputing can be cool, but at the end of the day, consumer laws are the best way to go, right? Don't do no false police reports, you know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. So let's talk about what to actually do to get these items deleted, right? Redeleted. So you're going to draft up a letter basically informing the credit bureaus that an item was reinserted and you weren't notified within your 5 business days of it being reinserted per 15 USC 1681 I5B II, right? So, I mean, if you were notified within those 5 business days, I mean, that's your business. If it was me personally, I know my clients they're not notified in that situation. So that's why it's worked for us. This is not, guaranteed. The credit bureaus will do whatever BS that they want to do to keep the item on there. But I'm just saying that if it was me and I was in a situation where it got reinserted, whether they notified me or not, I'm going to say that you didn't notify me, right? It's a game. You got to do what you can. And you got to remember that the burden of proof is on them to prove that they provided this information to you in a timely manner, right? So however you interpret that, however you take it, that's on you. What I know is that the credit bureaus, they have millions of people that they got to go through as far as these disputes. They're backed up. They don't have time to focus on one specific consumer. So if one specific consumer is like, oh, you didn't notify me and all that, they don't have their proof for it. Whether the consumer got notified or not, if they don't got the proof for it, then they don't got the proof. This is a game. You just gotta play the game right. Play the game or be played. It's on you. You're the one that wants that car. You're the one that wants that house. Maybe you're the one that wants that apartment. You're the one that wants that credit card. You're the one that wants what you want. So you gotta do what you gotta do in a legal manner, not anything illegal. So yeah, like I said, they're so backed up with the consumer disputes, and in general, they don't even do a proper investigation. You can look up case law for that, but these people don't do a proper investigation. Also, too, a violation under the section is potentially a 15 USC 1681I violation. Let's say you did 15 USC 1681I A1A, you could possibly sue them for it, right? So keep that in mind as well. So the elements you want to have, because I'm big on simplicity. This is what we do. These are elements that we have when we're going about it for our clients. This is what we have for my team and their SOP and everything whenever it comes to reinsertion. Number one, we're going to have that letter, the dispute letter proof that helped you get the deletion with the date. So the dispute letter that you sent out, whether it was mail, CFPB, etc., all of the above, you want to have that proof and have the date for it, right? So you want to have that letter that actually helped you get the deletion in the first place. You want to also have the date and proof the item was deleted from your consumer report. So showing that the item was deleted, you want that proof and you want the date for that, because these are all stuff we're going to include in our letter. You just want to customize it. I'm giving y'all the elements. I'm not going to give you a specific letter, but I'm giving y'all the elements. So just like pause the video, take notes and everything, and then just make sure everything is in your letter. Y'all don't have to make this thing super deep, right? So just keep that in mind. And then you also want to have the new credit report with the reinserted item, so you can show the proof that it was reinserted. And then, of course, you basically want to inform them that they violated the section for not meeting the satisfactions under 1681I-5B. All right, so just do all of that. What I want to say now, the reality is that credit repair methods are always changing. Credit repair methods are always changing, right? Like I said, I've been in the game for over 3 years, and it's changed a lot. You know, you can't just be using those basic 609 letters, and you can't just think that everything is just going to work the same it used to work back in the day. So if you want accountability, you want a community where we keep each other updated on current tactics and strategies that are working, I invite you to join Cat Credit University. You may or may not know about Cat Credit University, but it's basically a monthly community that I started to help you start or grow your credit repair business, or just stay updated with current dispute tactics, you know, because I obviously have my own credit business, so I'm still active in the game. I don't just teach. We also have our own dispute service as well. So I got to stay updated on what's going on, stay updated with the case laws and things like that. I post case laws in the community as well. So if you want to join, you can join. Link in the description. You'll be able to join for 50% off. It's normally $200 a month to join the community, but 50% off, you can get it at $100 a month. Hopefully this video helped you regardless. I just want to, just before we end out the video, just kind of go through and just show y'all. So this was what we looked at, 1681I-5B, and we were looking at II, notice to consumer. But this law just has a lot of good stuff, like 1681I. So look at procedures to prevent reappearance. So you see that. There's just a lot of ammo for y'all to tackle it. They talk about the automated, the ACDV, you know, with the eOscar stuff over there. So just when you're studying, I just want y'all to spend time actually looking at these sections and reading it and understanding it. So with that being said, hopefully this video helped. If it helped you, make sure you like it, make sure you comment, make sure you share it with someone that is going to help. If you want to join Cat Credit University to get more sauce, especially if this was helpful for you, we got way more sauce where that came from. You can go ahead and join us. But if not, you know, delayed doesn't mean denied. With that being said, y'all have a blessed one.